I think it was Change the Channel came out with the first video, and then Mr. Ketamine came out.
And the world found out as we found out.
Right. We were... That's what's crazy. Oh my God. The earth cracked. And the YouTube exploded with like... what? Insanity, dude.
Oh. Yeah,
and all
people divided up into camps, and there were pitchforks,
battles, and this is the false accusation of this one, and Mr. Safety all of a sudden somehow involved. I don't know what that was all about, like Mr. Safety, and then like fucking Freedom missiles. They're like firing missiles at him, like. Fucking, he had Ski-Head, Helen Exciter, Zenobile, like every fucking, like, whoa, and like, and so, okay.
Yeah, right.
So wait, so let's go back to, here's this guy Ketamine, we got a lot of respect for him, he's a wordsmith.
Yeah.
And like, we really thought that there would be like a glorious battle.
Yeah, you know what? The most disappointing thing about this whole thing is Ketamine, the man, stepped up and said, "Fuck the world. We're bringing Katie on our team." And when he first got flamed, his response was like, "Oh, I'm gonna crush them all. Don't fucking worry about a thing. You're all dead."
Well, that was the other thing, is that needs to be known, is that Katie did send him an email and say,
right.
"Yo, you're getting
you
clobbered.
Say it was a joke.
Why don't you just say it was a joke, and I'm a chud, and get out of this?" And his response to that was like,
"Watch me, I'm gonna nuke them all.
Watch me, I'm gonna nuke them all, and you stay. I don't go back on my word to my friends."
Right. Well, so at this point, we're feeling like, wow, you know, it's like fucking King Arthur here, and we're like his
like
buddy,
noble, and like
he's gonna take on the world, and he's the man.
And in reality,
I don't know what happened.
You couldn't quit.
Lost. I'm still completely lost on the ending.
I think you couldn't quit. I think when he says to Katie,
when he says, "I'm going to stand by you,"
you got to stand by him.
Then sure, we're in for the ride.
But there's always the fear that bang, you know, they're going to all turn on Katie next. Which
well, when the dog packs broke out, I certainly was waiting for it.
I was waiting. Oh, I was so waiting. And in reality, what's funny is the only one who really did was fucking Sexy Phil. Who's a douchebag. Like, you can't even, like, okay, whatever, Sexy Phil. Well, let's move on to more important parts of the story. So, his response video...
in here, everything just melted away. Everything just fell apart.
I didn't really understand the part...
his insanity video?
I mean, I don't understand the part about the bird. I don't understand the little Smokey he had.
Well, you tell me now, because I don't think I've ever asked you this question. Were you convinced of that video in any way when you watched it? Or were you just looking at it going, what happened, man?
Like, he just changed his video style to one where he couldn't... I don't know. I still think to this day that he had to have planned his own demise, because he went down in such a way that I just couldn't have imagined him going down. I guess he just played it all wrong. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of so then there was some correspondence with Ketamine Pig Slap.
Well, there's more. There's more. There's really, we need to tell about the demise of War is Art now.
All right. So
one by one.
Wait, back up one step. By the point when Katie's opinion just blows the doors off everything, War's Art's about, what, 8 strong? They started gathering up
maybe 10.
Members. Maybe 10.
10 strong. So, one by one, they're dropping out. Eventually, Pig Slop drops out. Which, like, that was, I think, the beginning of the end. And Change the Channel comes in, and he's like, this is the best. Like, yo, it's all gonna be cool. We're gonna...
It's alright.
It's alright. I got it under control. We're gonna keep the group together. We're gonna survive this even without Pig Slop.
And he's all like, he's the man now. He's got it. Everybody's cool. Those assholes who quit, it's all right because I was tired of them anyway. Plus, I'm gonna kick this other person.
Right.
Cleaning house. He's starting over.
We're gonna clean house. We're gonna start over. We're gonna make it happen. An hour later, I can't handle the heat. Peace be split. I'm out of here, bro. Like,
no,
whoa.
And then
there's like two dudes left.
No, he ends it with, I'm passing the
control of the group to Katie's opinion. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, now... like 1 minute, it's this whatever, and the next minute, so here's Katie's opinion, she's the leader of the group, and you got
this is crazy.
And you got like the two like fucking guys who like, I don't know, one guy obscure oddity who nobody liked anyway. And apparently
I glossed over all of that shit.
And then there was this other dude that they let into the group.
Once this dude passed the group,
Mubi Lobin or Lonnie Mubin or
okay, so
and we saw these guys like saying, Katie, everybody left the group. What do we do next? You're the leader. Like these two dudes, the douches, Obscure Oddity and Looney Mubin, right? And they're like, what do we do, Katie? What's our next move? And Katie just goes click, click, and kicks them both out of the group. And
that's how Katie's opinion brought down Warrior's art.
I don't want to say brought down because it wasn't the intention. But Katie certainly, in the end, was the proprietor. Not that it was worth anything at that point. Anyway,
Katie still owns the group.
Katie still owns the group. Katie still owns the group.
What a fucked up thing.
And this is the fucked up story.
No, and what's the most fucked up about it is, if that were an evil plan that some people have credited us with, boy, that was a good fucking plan.
That was.
Man,
nailed it. What masterminds we are for that one. Woo! And then there was the thing with the interview, which was like...
The reason for the interview is because for some reason he starts spilling this story that I'm not going to talk about, but it tries to explain why everything played out the way it did, but it makes no fucking sense. Anyway, we look at it, we keep going, wait, ask him what that means. And his answer would come back, some other obscure reference, and you're like, we don't know what's going on. Katie throws it out there. Well, look, why don't you let me do an interview and you can tell everybody?
I asked Damien, I said, what if we can get this interview, would you put it on YouTube News? And he said, if it's PG, I would consider it. And then the next thing you know, Pig Slop closes his channel and he's gone. And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the story of War's Art.
Wow, I mean, what can you say?
Right. So that's, that's our side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4.